Hi there, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. A little late getting on air, but 14-4 start for Arlington Baptist. We'll update you on the first quarter stats and all that goodness after the first quarter. Is obviously we got a late start, but a good start for the Patriots. Arlington at 12-6. Your Knights at 4-12. It's the start of a 3-game homestand for Southwestern Adventist, and for Arlington, this is their second to last regular season game, as they will host Randall in their regular season finale. That'll be coming up on Saturday. So Knights get a stop trailing by 12, but Arlington forcing that turnover. Let's see who is on the court for the both teams. Actually, looks like Daria Lowry out there. Knights coming off an 80-42 loss at Champion on Thursday. Eunice Balboa had 10-10 in that game. Layla Dixon, good defensive effort with 4 steals and 7 boards. Sarah Valderrama did not play in that game, though. One of the hottest Knights, and we don't see her out there here today either. So that's a huge loss. Valderrama, who was over 20 points in 3 straight games, if she can't give it a go, it makes it really difficult. Nice defense there by the Knights. Eunice Balboa back in the front court. This is Pamela Colmenares into the game. So it's Balboa, Colmenares, I mentioned Daria Lowry, Layla Dixon, and Maddie Clements. That's the 5, as Colmenares gets the triple to go. So that ends an Arlington run. It was 4-2 at one point in favor of Arlington. And then they went on that, 10-2 extended run. Try to get you the lineup right now for the Patriots, as well as, forgive me, I'm settling in here. Jakayla Bradford, number 5, is on the court. Oh, everybody's got long ponytails. I can't see any of the numbers. I think number 24, Haley Perkins. I think number 23, Jada Larry. I mentioned Bradford. Oh, they're going to do a timeout on me. I don't know if that's going to help or hurt. It looks like it's hurting, though. All right, well, might as well take a timeout myself. 4:22 left to go here in the first quarter. It's Arlington by 9. We'll be right back. Okay, a quick timeout. I'm going to give this another try. So number 3, Aspirin Huseman. Number 5 is Jakayla Bradford. Number 21, Bernasia Brazelton. Oh, I'm struggling, folks. Number 33 is Abigail Valero, as that triple is good by I can't see. Oh, I'm struggling. I think I mentioned Jada Larry. All right, I give up on Arlington. They're not paying me, so forget it. It's 17-9. The Patriots off to the fast start with 3:50 left to go. I got a case of the giggles. I was working like literally right up until we started on something else, as Layla Dixon dribbles it out of bounds. So we know Pamela Colmenares has 3 of the Knights' 7. We'll get you the first quarter stats here, hopefully, at some point in the very near future. All right, that's number 35. That's Peyton Babineau, who scores for Arlington to make it a nice little football score at 21-7. Patriots and Knights meeting for the second time this season. Patriots beat the Knights earlier this year. It was 93-52 in Arlington. That was on January 30th. Knights 43% from 3 in that game. That's their second best effort of the year. But Arlington was plus 21 on the glass, including 20 offensive rebounds. Patriots had 28 steals in that game as well. 6 by Bradford and 5 by Burley. Knights get a stop here. Patriots are 3-4 against non-NCAA opponents, mainly scholarship teams. 9-2 against the NCAA, though, including 7-2 here in this region. And the Knights are just, the Patriots really forcing the Knights to use that baseline, and that has been the bulk of the turnovers that we've seen early on, forced by Arlington. For the Knights, 4 straight losses after winning those back-to-back games for the first time this season back in January. Tough 3-game homestand. Today, of course, as the 3 is no good. Nice box out there, Pamela Colmenares. Daria Lowry now top of the key with it. With 2:23 to go here in the first quarter. Colmenares from deep, no good. Ball tipped. Lowry's got the offensive rebound. Colmenares no good on that one. And the rebound controlled by Arlington. Out deep, Babineau hit a 3 earlier to push the lead back out to 14. Valero gets the corner pocket to go. Abigail Valero for 3. I believe that's who that was. It is Dixon now, back in the front court quickly for the Knights, trailing by 17. Daria Lowry on the block. Colmenares again, getting a lot of touches and getting her second field goal. Pamela Colmenares with at least 5 of the 9 here tonight for your Knights. So Thursday, it'll be Dallas Christian. That'll be another 5 p.m. local start. And then on the 20th, it's the regular season home finale against College of Biblical Studies. That's 1 week from today on Tuesday. That's going to be another reverse game, so the ladies will play at approximately 7 p.m. against Biblical Studies from Houston. Back down the court, Knights with the bucket. It's Layla Dixon for 2. Inside a minute to play here in this opening quarter. Arlington tries a right wing 3, and they get it. Patriots back up by 18 now. That triple by Aspirin Huseman. This is some of these players hitting triples here in this first quarter for Sky Roach's team. Not great three-point shooter statistically. Pamela Colmenares heating up. She's got 7 of the 13 for the Knights. And it's last shot time for Arlington here in this quarter. Well, going quickly, Valero was feeling it. Too strong that time. It deflects, and Huseman draws contact. So Aspen Huseman, a 50% free throw shooter, will go to the line with 5.8 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. We'll be with you all night tonight. We've got a doubleheader. Arlington and the Knights. Guys' game will be after this one. First free throw no good there by Huseman. So 30 here in this first quarter for Arlington. What an offensive output this has been. Knights got to get it in, and they throw it right to Valero. Couldn't get it to go, and the quarter comes to a close. 30 piece for Arlington after 10 minutes. They lead it by 17. We'll be back with quarter number 2 here in just a moment. Second quarter about to commence. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Still don't have the updated stats, so we're just going to roll with it. Jocelyn, I hope I'm getting that right, Harris, number 11, is in for Arlington to start this second quarter. Is a blocking foul called there on the Patriots. See a Jonnet Burley, one of their leading scorers, also out there. Jacayla Bradford, who is their leading scorer, I believe still on the court. Inbound goes down low to Eunice Balboa. Pamela Colmenares, since we joined the broadcast, has 7 points. Daria Lowry, good aggressive play there for Daria. She'll go to the free throw line. Who else is out there for Sky? Haley Heron has come in. Number 23 is Jada Larry, if I didn't mention her yet. So Lowry misses them both. Bounce pass goes to Burley. This is Brazelton. Swung over to the corner for Larry, who buries a triple. Jada Larry, 9.9 points per ball game, a 37% three-point shooter. And Brazelton almost picked the pocket, just ran out of room there as the full court press has been working. Oh, we did get the first quarter stats. All right, maybe I can sound somewhat competent finally. So in that first quarter, Burley had 4 points. So did Harris. .57% shooting after the first quarter, by the way, for Arlington, as Layla Dixon gets it to go. That's Layla's second field goal. Daria Lowry with 4 points after 1 quarter of play, and I mentioned Colmenares with 7. 6 for Jada Larry in that first quarter for Arlington. This is Harris cut off in the lane. Larry in the corner now to Burley. Down low, trouble with it for Brazelton. Shot clock winding down. They got a hoist, they do, and a rare miss here today for Arlington so far. Brazelton also had 5 at the start as the Patriots' Burley comes up with the steal. Here comes Harris, banks it off the glass, so Jocelyn Harris and Larry with 6 points apiece now for Arlington. Knights, meanwhile, in that first quarter, they had a good shooting quarter, 6 of 9, but 12 turnovers for Southwestern Adventist. So the offense is not the problem tonight for the Knights. That's going to be a little over-aggressive there by Burley. So Arlington, team foul number 2, I believe, there, as we're early on here in this second quarter. Chris Sheba, glad to be with you from the home studio in Cleveland, Ohio. Our final week together, folks. It's been fun. Inbound taken away by Brazelton. Looking for the give and go to Larry. She had to back that back out. Brazelton now the entry pass and the scoop and the score there for Arlington. Check on the that's going to be a steal for Arlington. So it was Bradford with the bucket, Bradford with the steal, and we got a timeout. We'll step aside as well here early on in the second quarter. Welcome back, everybody. We got 7:15 left to go. Jocelyn Harris is now up to 8 points after Bradford got the steal. Harris was the benefactor. The lead is up to 24 for Arlington. Game number 1 of a doubleheader. Pamela Colmenares hounded in the backcourt. Daria Lowry tried to keep hope alive, but Heron now has it down low. Let's go back up top now, and that's through the legs of Bradford. In transition, Dixon was too strong. Offensive rebound by Balboa. That's been a strong point to her game of late. She's been hot in the absence of Sarah Valderrama. I mentioned Eunice on the board for the first time here today, and then look at Arlington coming right back. So Heron answers back. Haley Heron's first bucket here today, and another steal and another almost bucket for Haley Heron there. Goodness. So Heron to inbound it here. Want to note, I mentioned Eunice Balboa heating up. She and Sarah Valderrama both going over the 500 career point total recently. Sarah Valderrama did that during our broadcast against Champion a few weeks ago. And then Eunice Balboa did it against Champion on the road on Thursday. So Balboa over 500 career points, the senior, and then Sarah Valderrama still a junior. Harris at the free throw line. Missed them both, in and out. Niatame Funa into the game, pulls down the rebound. That pass is going to be thrown away. Was it deflected? No, they say Heron didn't touch it. Asia Brazelton, 58 assists on the year, running the point. She's played just about every minute that I've seen so far. Down low, Bradford swings it back out. Heron tries it again and hits another one. Haley Heron up to 5. Senior guard averaging about 5 a game, so right at her season average already here with still about 5.5 to play until halftime. Pamela Colmenares travel with the basketball. Now, Arlington, we've seen this press. Sky Roach, the head coach, certainly played in this pressing defense. Former Arlington Baptist player and now coach. Harris on the give and go, gets it back from Bradford and is fouled. Second team foul on the Knights, 3 on Arlington. As we approach the midway point here in this second quarter. Brazelton out deep, top of the key, Bradford. High pass. Heron trying to recover in the corner, but it was knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Dixon, so it'll stay with Arlington. Patriots have 44 on the board already. They scored 93 in the first meeting against Southwestern Adventist. Brazelton cross court. Heron now. This is Larry. Brazelton now. Is it to Harris? And her pass intercepted by Balboa. Well, Balboa's been a bright spot today, trying to dribble around it. And Becky Colmenares into the game. She was well out of bounds. Knights turn it over once again. Heron tip pass back to Brazelton. Attacking Harris couldn't get it. Neither could Bradford. Ball tipped back to Harris. Bucket and the foul. Both teams now with 3 team fouls. And Harris is the first player in double figures in the game with 10. Take some of these stats with a grain of salt until I can sort them out at halftime, but I'm pretty sure she's got 10. Let's see, what did she have in the first half? Or in the first quarter, yeah. She's at 10. Chance to make it 11 for the freshman from Houston. Misses it. Rebound chased down by the newly inserted Casey Bonner. Bonner corner 3 off the back rim. Tipped for the rebound. Powell tipped it. Powell in for Kennedy Powell. And, boy, Sky Roach is keeping me on my toes. Abigail Valero also back out there. I believe Babineau is also in. I mentioned Powell. I think I'm missing one other player here. Come on, Sky. Give a broadcaster a break here. Aspen Huseman. That's who's got the basketball right now. I did it. First time successfully setting the 5 for Arlington as Powell gets her first bucket here today. Baby steps. What can I say? Here is Clements. So Clements is out there. Lowry remains in. So does Eunice Balboa, Dixon, and Becky Colmenares. Lowry attacks. Strips, and nice tiptoe there by Babineau. Knights tried to steal it back, but it's going to be Arlington basketball. This is a Patriots program that has reached the national tournament every year since 2012. Runner-up the last 3 straight seasons, and 5 straight titles from 2015 to 2019. Nice defense there by the Knights. Defense has mostly been absent for Southwestern Adventist today, but a good play there. Colmenares misses it short. Thrown ahead, looking for Powell. Dixon sprinting back to disrupt the fast break. I called many of those national championships for Arlington back in the day. Those 5 championships I mentioned are the NCCAA. They have a ton of ACCA titles as well. Another sub in number 24 is Haley Perkins for Arlington. No changes yet for the Knights. Inbound goes to Powell, swings it out. The corner 3, no good by Valero, who hit 1 triple in the first quarter. Spinning Daria Lowry. Off the back iron, rebound controlled by Bonner. Cross-court pass, again Valero in that corner. Babineau, ball deflected. Clements with the steal. Dixon, Lowry. And a blocking foul called on Powell. It'll be the 4th on Arlington. So Becky Colmenares to inbound here as Pamela Colmenares back in. Good to see her. She was one of the hotter hands in the first quarter. Pamela Colmenares with 7 points in that opening quarter. Daria Lowry out on the wing. She is being aggressive today. 4 points in the first quarter, none yet here in the second quarter, but putting her team in the bonus. And an opportunity for 2 at the free throw line. Powell will go to the bench after picking up 2 quick ones. Ayana Vila is in from Mesa, Arizona. For Coach Sky. Daria Lowry up to 5 points today, 51% free throw shooter, averaging 8.3 points per ball game, 4.8 rebounds, and close to 2 steals. Eunice Balboa leads the team with 2.3 steals per game. Now, free throw no good as Vila gets the rebound. Throw ahead goes to Bonner, and then her pass deflected. Here come the Knights. Becky Colmenares attacks, and she's fouled. So Knights able to get to the free throw line. Got to get some consistency there, though. Neither team shooting great from the charity stripe here in this one, but chance for Becky Colmenares to change that. Or not. So I mentioned start of a 3-game homestand. Their Knights will end the regular season at Randall February 22nd. Then the Southwest Region Tournament will be starting February 29th. Boy, it's already that time of the year. Ozark Christian's hosting both the guys and the ladies. So Chris Lamb just can't take a year off, can he? They do a great job. It'll be a good event up there. Becky Colmenares will inbound it to Pamela. Back to her sister, and the flip shot off. Colmenares knew it right away. I don't know, just kind of firing at will. Those are not good angle shots. Huseman back into the game, brings it into the forecourt, had it poked away. With 2:02 left to go here in this second quarter. Nia Tamefuna going to come in for Becky. Vila to inbound it. And we got an illegal screen, I think, is the call there on Arlington. A lot of whistles in this one. It has been a foul-heavy, turnover-heavy kind of pick and poke, and balls going out of bounds, so it's been a sluggish first half. Eunice Balboa steps into a 3, too strong. Dixon the putback, yes, off the glass for Layla, who's got 6 here in the half. Huseman over on the far side. Vila for 3, no. Put back by Bonner, no. Nice defense down low. Nia Tamefuna might got credit with a block there. We'll check it at halftime. We got another foul on Arlington. Fouls, I guess you'll live with if you're Sky Roach. This aggressive defense and this trapping pressure that the Patriots have been known for since going back to when the program launched in 2012. You're going to have some contact every now and again when you play that kind of style. So 1 out of 2 at the line, a lane violation going to be called. Free throw is missed anyway. That pass airmailed out of bounds by Vila. Balboa gets around Vila. Balboa, pull-up jumper, air ball. Rebound by Dixon. Here's Daria Lowry, and she's fouled. I will nitpick Arlington a little bit. It's not going to matter here tonight, but when you're talking about getting back to that national tournament for Arlington, and they're, always in the top 10, so win the region or not win the region, they're most likely going to get an at-large. But that said, these kinds of fouls, that was a silly foul right there. You can't have that come March. So neither free throw good by Daria Lowry. Vila with the rebound. Huseman into the forecourt for the Patriots. As we go inside a minute to go here in this first half, Daria Lowry going for the steal, and it's deflected out of bounds. Pass intended for Valero. Another deflection there by Colmenares, so active hands on both sides. Lady Knights waking up a little bit defensively here in this quarter, allowed 30 in the first quarter. Just 18 so far, although second and maybe even third units right now for the Patriots in for Sky Roach. Now it's going to go off Nia Tamefuna. Oh, Knights can't catch a break. So 10.5 second difference between game and shot clock. Huseman into the forecourt. Vila. Huseman trying to get it back. Balboa almost had another steal. Bonner in the corner now. Vila. Foul on the floor, no shot. It'll be the fourth on the Knights. He had one to give. Elbow jumper, no good. Ball tipped. Arlington briefly saved it. Knights will have 15.7. See if they can hold for the final shot here. Half-court buzzer beater is going to be long, and 48-21 is your halftime score for Arlington Baptist. They lead by 27. We'll be back with all the second half action here in just a bit. Don't go too far. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Half number 2 ready to get underway for Arlington. They shoot 48% in the first half, 45% for the Knights, 21 turnovers for Southwestern Adventist on 10 Arlington steals. Patriots 20 out of 42 from the field, 7 of 15 from 3, 1 of 5 from the charity stripe. And for the Knights, they were 9 of 20, 1 of 4 from 3, and 2 of 10 from the charity stripe. Knights had 8 steals of their own, but way too many turnovers for Southwestern Adventist. Leading scorer, Jada Larry with 9 points. I mistakenly said that Harris was in double figures. I gave a couple points to Harris that belonged to Bradford. So Harris has 8, Bradford with 6. 5 apiece for Brazelton and Heron for Arlington. Also scoring, Burley with 4, Huseman with 4. Who did I miss here? 3 for Valero and 2 for Babineau. For your Knights, Daria Lowry, 2 out of 3 from the field. She's got 6 points. Pamela Colmenares leads them with 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting in that first half. Layla Dixon with 6 on 3 of 5 shooting to go along with 4 rebounds. Daria Lowry with 4 rebounds as well. Eunice Balboa, who misses that shot, just 1 out of 4 now with 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. She does have 3 steals. So that is your first half statistics. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you from the home studio in downtown Cleveland, wherever you're watching from. Thanks for hanging out with us. Arlington at 12-6. They're 6-5 on the road. A lot of that against scholarship teams, though. In the region, they are 7-2. Knights 4-12, 3-7 at home, and 0-7 in the region. Full court press is on here, as it always is for Arlington. Part of the reason why the Knights have now 21 turnovers as Brazelton throws it down low. The bank shot is no good by Harris. Clements wrestles it. And that pass is off the mark. Burley with the steal. Burley down low. Now ball swung out to Brazelton. A rare shot from her since early on. She scored 5 points early in the first quarter. Second highest scoring team in the NCCAA in D2, Arlington Baptist. Can we move the camera, please? Down low, it's Harris laying it up and in. Maybe we'll just keep it on this end of the court. So now Harris is in double figures, officially with 10. Clements taken away by Brazelton, and Burley is fouled down low. The latest coaches poll came out today. It's the first one. They only do them every couple of weeks, and Arlington is currently number 4 in D2. That ball was deflected, but Heron got there. Three in the corner by Heron, can't get it to go. Burley won that over, I think, 3 different defenders. Yeah, that's your shot, but she traveled. Maddie Clements, Daria Lowry in the backcourt. Lowry pushing, nobody picks up the ball for Arlington. Terrible defense for the Patriots, and Daria's got 8 now. Leads the team just 4 scorers for the short-handed Knights. Nia Tamefuna getting the start in place of Sarah Valderrama, who misses her 2nd straight game now. Heron, Brazelton now It's swung. The three is good by Larry. Jada Larry joins her teammate Harris in double figures now. She's got 12. 37% three-point shooter, Jada Larry, just under 10 points per game on the season. Lowry being hounded by Heron. And another steal by Brazelton. Throws it ahead. Burley's got the scoop and score. And we have a timeout, Southwestern Adventist. Arlington pushes it out to 32. We will step aside and come back here in just a moment. Sloppy game for the Knights. That's me, Chris Sheeman, back here with you. As we get another crack for Southwestern Adventist against this press. Balboa. Well, Clements almost traveled, and then Balboa did travel, and the Knights are just playing scared. This is the opposite of what we saw Southwestern Adventist do against Champion in the last home game. Nice cut there. And the bucket good down low for Larry. So Jada Larry up to 14 points. The last thing you want to do is dribble into the corner against the press, and that's a 10-second violation. My goodness. It's absolutely something that just cannot happen. Burley swings it out to Larry for three. Yes. Boy, Larry's racking them up here in this third quarter. Halftime, Jada Larry had 9 points. She's up to 17. And that's going to be an and one for Harris, who now has a dozen, and a chance for a Baker's dozen. That's going to get Becky Colmenares off the bench. Maddie Clement picking up her third foul, so she goes to the sideline. And for Harris now 13 as the lead grows to 40 for Arlington. Pamela Colmenares to Becky. Is that going to be a travel or no? They're stopping play for Tame Funa. Kind of landed or fell awkwardly there, just making sure she's okay. Colmenares has it poked away, so it'll stay with the Lady Knights. Miss Balboa quiet by her standards today. Dixon now the ball fake by Colmenares to beat the buzzer. Could not get it to go. Nice tip away there by Becky, though. She throws it up short. Ball punched out. Heron comes up with it. Now Brazelton into the forecourt as we go past the midway point here in the third quarter. Burley going left of the lane, tried to bank it too strong. Offensive rebound, Harris. The putback is good. Jocelyn Harris and Larry here in this third quarter. 15 points now for Harris. Balboa spins it into the forecourt. Pamela Colmenares out deep. She attacks. Yes, and the foul. Boy, Pamela Colmenares, she's been quiet since that first quarter, but they got to find a way to get her the ball more. She's up to 9 points, and she's been very productive. Can't complete the three-point play. Huseman back in the game. That pass is poked away. A steal by Colmenares. Becky waits, banks it, too strong. Follows her miss, has it blocked by Babineau, who's back out there. So Arlington, after the turnover, gets the stop. Patriots pushing, ball deflected. It's off of Huseman, out of bounds. So Huseman, Babineau, Brazelton remains out there. Bradford. Some changes for Arlington. Game one of a doubleheader here today, as we will have the guys' game at approximately 7 p.m. your time. Babineau looking for a whistle on the putback attempt. Instead, Knights have numbers here. Balboa will try a three. Rebound controlled by Huseman. Throw ahead looking for Bradford. Extra pass to Babineau. Attacks can't score, but she is fouled. Peyton Babineau, 67% free throw shooter. It's the first one to go. And the second. So Babineau with 4 here today, near her season average. Inbound to Daria Lowry, tiptoes on the sideline as she gets it into the forecourt. Daria's been attacking today, and she's been getting a lot of free throws as a result. Lowry, chance to get into double figures. And she does. So 10 for Daria today. Lone player in double figures for the Knights. 2 players in double figures for Arlington. Jada Larry with 17. Jocelyn Harris with 15. Here's a 3 by Huseman off the back iron. Bradford. Cross-court pass goes to Heron, who's back in. She airballs the 3. Nice box out there by Becky Colmenares. So just inside 3 minutes to go here in this one. This third quarter, that is. And another poke away. Three that time, no good, as Arlington gets another turnover. Huseman thought about it, not that time, as Becky Colmenares going to pick up the fourth team foul on the Knights here. Arlington just 2 team fouls. Knights were in the bonus quite a bit in the first half. Arlington has cleaned that up a bit here in this third quarter. Babineau on the block. Her entry pass deflected. Payton saves it. Back out to Brazelton. 2 to shoot. I don't think Arlington's going to get it off. Well, they'll count that. Oh, Knights sleeping on the back door. And Huseman gets that friendly roll. So 6 for Huseman. Daria Lowry to Becky Colmenares. Deep corner pocket. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by Dixon. Extra chance opportunity for the Knights. Daria Lowry fouled yet again. She's taking some hits. Gonna need the big ice pack for Daria after this one's over. So Lowry back at the line where she hit a couple just moments ago. She misses that one though. Extra chance again. Arlington not doing a great job on the defensive glass. He said in a 69-27 contest. Daria Lowry to Pamela Colmenares. Lowry now got a hoist to beat the shot clock. Burley's got the rebound. So Burley back in the game. Throws it full court. Intercepted by Pamela Colmenares. Daria Lowry. Attacks, scores, she's fouled. Daria Lowry being aggressive, staying aggressive tonight. She's got a dozen. Yeah, you can hear Sky Roach there. Shades of Clifton McDaniel. Cliff, are you out there, buddy? You were right about Champion. Should have listened to him. Can't believe I'm saying that. Cliff McDaniel was right. But Sky has a legitimate complaint there. The defensive rebounding, I should say, for Arlington. They're napping a little bit. It's hard. It's 69-30. You got a team trying to go for 40 minutes in a game like this. It's difficult. That mental fatigue more than anything sets in, and you start giving up those loose balls, and you're not working as hard at the defensive glass on those little things. Free throws for Bradford, 6 points tonight. Make it 7 for Bradford, who's a 47% free throw shooter. Got them both. Good form for the senior from Conroe. Entry pass, boy, Brazelton's been something. I really have not talked enough about her. She has been great on that press. I mean, even when Arlington doesn't get a steal, it seems like Brazelton is making some kind of an impact there. She is having a day. Bradford back at the line. So Bradford gets them both. And now Bradford is the third Arlington player in double figures. And that'll be another steal. I mean, this is just... Heron buries her second triple. She's up to 8 points. We could probably just set up a stationary camera on this side of the court, send our camera person home, and we'd get about 90% of the action here today. I mean, the Knights just have to be better than this. It's so I know Sarah Valderrama's not out there. It's huge loss when you don't have Sarah on the court. I get it. But I was so encouraged by the way they came out against Champion the other week. It was a different team, and I thought, finally, we're getting somewhere. That effort has not been there today. Throwing the ball wherever they want to, without any rhyme or reason. And credit Arlington. You know, I don't want to take anything away from the Patriots here today, but this effort is bad. Lowry's been aggressive, though. She'll inbound it. Daria Lowry pushes it into the forecourt. Dixon swings it out. Becky Colmenares to Clements. Steps into the baseline shot. Maddie Clements is on the board. Third quarter is in the books. Arlington on their way to their 13th victory of the year. We'll have the final 10 minutes here in just a moment, folks. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Hard to believe we're wrapping up year 2. But the home portion of the season is winding down. Southwestern Adventist, start of this 3-game homestand. Well, the camera person is just completely napping today. Guessing by the celebration on the bench, Haley Heron buried that triple. Wake up, please. Thank you. Another turnover for the Knights. Heron tried for her second triple, couldn't get it to go. Catch and shoot 3 is good by Larry. So Harris has 15. Larry now up to 20. Haley Heron's got 11. Jacayla Bradford has 11 as well. Those are the 4 players in double figures for Arlington. Daria Lowry, 13. Pamela Coleman-Harris, 9. 6 for Layla Dixon. Those are leading scorers for Southwestern Adventist here tonight. And that's going to be a quick bucket by Brazelton off the inbound. She's up to 7 points here today. So Arlington going to go back home, take on Randall. That will be the regular season finale for them. That's going to be on Saturday. Knights are going to play next week. Well, we'll be with you on Thursday for Dallas Christian, and then on Tuesday of next week, it's the home finale against College of Biblical Studies. Say it 3 times fast, Mr. Broadcaster. The ladies will be the nightcap on Tuesday of next week. And then we'll end the regular season at Randall February 22nd. I mentioned Ozark Christian hosting both the men's and women's region tournament, and that will start February 29th. So keep your eyes to the Ambassadors website for all of that information, and the NCCAA website as well. Burley into the lane. Heron now Brazelton. Larry and Harris are the other 2 players out there for Arlington right now. Oh, it went halfway down and came back out. It's going to go off the foot of an Arlington player, so Knights can get it back here. It's deflected again. See, this is what I was talking about with Brazelton. You know, even when she's not getting a steal, she is impacting the game. This makes it tougher for the Knights, although break the press this time. Dixon gets it out. Coleman Harris, who's been hot today, misses that triple try. Burley with the rebound. The foul goes on your Knights. Bradford right wing. This is Heron top of the key. It's a screen from Burley. Now Larry back to her. Burley on the block. Burley cut off by Nia Tamefuna and then threw it out of bounds. Nia Tamefuna's had a couple of nice defensive efforts against Arlington for the Knights here today. Filling in for Sarah Valderrama. Tough order, tough task for her. Valderrama has missed now the last 2 straight games, had scored over 20 points each of the previous 3 games. Daria Lowry's making a living at the free throw line here today. $14 for Daria. I was about to say 15, but another lane violation. That's the second one. Patriots inside 6.5 to go in this one. Have Harris driving. Harris, ooh, Dixon threw her down. They call a foul there on Arlington. Dixon shoved Harris right to the ground after that play. checks is Southwestern Adventist. Good call, ref. Play on. Let them play. Little pushing and shoving never hurt anybody. They got a steal anyways. Heron. Now Harris lays it up in it. Harris now is 17. Larry leads him with 20. And a swipe down there going to send Brazelton to the free throw line. Brazelton with 7 points today, but that doesn't begin to tell you her impact. 69 steals coming into play. It feels like she's got at least 70 steals here tonight. She has been everywhere defensively. Also leads the team with 58 assists on the season. It's 1 out of 2 at the line. Nice box out there by Daria. Throw ahead to Balboa. Balboa waits, missed it short. Follows her miss with an offensive rebound. Swings it out. Colmenares for 3. No good. Brazelton will throw it ahead. Heron's going to attack, and a blocking foul called on Dixon. With 5:42 remaining in this one. Aaron came in averaging just under 5 points per game. She's got a dozen here today. Very good effort for her. And she gets both free throws, so make it a baker's dozen. Colmenares nearest us. Dribble it out. Daria Lowry, top of the key. Leaves it for Eunice. Shot clock winding down. Poked away again by Brazelton. Balboa out to Lowry from deep. Yes. That's what happens when you get a rhythm at the free throw line. Daria Lowry hitting that mid-range shot now with 16 points here today. Triple is good as Arlington approaching the century mark. They scored 30 points in the first quarter, those of you who are joining us late, and they have not looked back. Dixon missed it. Tame Funa had a touch on it, but defensive rebound controlled by Arlington. I believe everybody's on Arlington's bench has played here today. Might be maybe 1 or 2 yet to get in. Bradford down low. Shot clock at 2. The 3 ball is no good. It's deflected around. Arlington comes away with it. Heron from deep. Front rimmed it. Now Dixon throws it ahead. Oh, Balboa cutting. Nobody saw her. She banks it off the glass. Quiet day by Eunice's standards, but a nice offensive play there, her second field goal. And a rare second half turnover for Arlington. Balboa pass tipped out of bounds. Not enough room for Heron there. Lowry just attacking, blowing by 2 defenders, gets it up to Balboa. The runner is no good. Tipped rebound. It's going to be saved by Powell, but right to Eunice. So Powell, Huseman, Bonner in the game with Babineau and Valero for Arlington. Nia Tamefuna. Another offensive rebound by Colmenares as we go inside 3 minutes to play here in this one. Ooh, that's going to be a travel. Nice defense there by Lowry. Boy, give her the game ball for, if anybody gets one for the Knights, it's definitely Daria. She's been outstanding today. First game of a doubleheader. I don't know the way this one's going. I don't know how much warm-up time they'll give them, but I imagine we're going to start, if not at 7, pretty close to it. We'll see how the final 2:28 of this one goes. We have had a million whistles here in this one. A lot of picking and poking. A few fouls, more so in the first half than in the second half, but just a lot of overall. Not a game with a ton of flow. Balboa again cuts. So Eunice Balboa up to 6 points. Mention congratulations to her, surpassing the 500-point total. The senior who has done just about literally everything for this Arlington athletic department. Plays for all 3 women's teams. Vila at the free throw line. She is the lone player, and she changes that, but she was the lone player for, no correction, she and Bonner previously were scoreless. The only 2 for Arlington who at least we've seen here today, and I think we've seen just about everybody they've got to offer today. So the Bonner has not scored yet, as Valero can't get the 3 for the Knights. Tamefuna and Becky Colmenares are scoreless here in this one. Speaking of Bonner, she'll inbound it here for Arlington. Bonner with the air ball, and that'll go back to the Knights. The Knights are going to fall to 4-13, 3-8 at home. It'll be their 5th loss in a row. Again, we'll be with you on Thursday, 5 o'clock local time for Dallas Christian. Patriots fans who might be watching our broadcast here tonight, they're going back home Saturday, regular season finale against the Randall Saints. Daria Lowry, hustle play. And going back to the line. This has to be, I think it's 15 and 16, the free throws here for Daria. I think. And I think that's a conservative estimate. She has really attacked the basketball here today. She's been aggressive offensively. So gets 1 out of 2, 17 for Daria. Arlington going quickly. Huseman. And I think we're going to have a tie up here. Possession arrow will favor the Knights. Pamela Colmenares, 7 points in the first quarter, 9 currently. Becky Colmenares. Back to Pamela, now Balboa. Missed it. Offensive rebound by Dixon. We'll say this for the Knights. They've worked on the offensive glass here today. Balboa jumper is good. So 8 points for Eunice Balboa, and Arlington can dribble this one out. So the Patriots will go to 13-6, improve to 7-5 on the road, and 8-2 in the Southwest region. Knights, meanwhile, will fall to 4-13, 3-8 at home, and go to 0-8 in the region. And that's a good foul by Becky Colmenares. I am not a fan. I don't want to insinuate, but it's 94-42. Dribble the ball out, take your win, and go home. There's no way anybody should be driving to the basket. And if I was out there, they'd be getting a shoulder from me too. That's one of my pet peeves. That ball's going to go out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Knights with 2.7, and we can wrap this one up. So 94-42 is going to be your final score. Don't forget game number 2, the guys' game coming at you here in just a little bit, roughly 22 minutes from the scheduled start time. We'll see how much time they put on the warm-up clock. We might be a few minutes behind. I'll update that for you on YouTube as needed. 94-42 is your final. We'll be back with game number 2 here in just a bit. Don't